Okay, so let's get started now. All right, so a nice little what I call a butterfly stroke, effleurage, heels underneath each ankle, and then just give it a nice little vibration like that, alternating your hands. Same thing on here on the ball of the foot, alternating your hands, floppy fingers, as you do this nice mobilizations for the foot and ankle. And now when I'm doing some Thai inspired, some nice little squeezes with the heel of my hand, nice massage just so they get to feel your hands. Just a really beautiful way to start the massage. Or reflexology, I should say. Well, reflexology massage. Let's not split hairs here. So again, like I said to you at the start, we're introducing our thumbs and our hands and our heels of our palms so they get to feel this beautiful human touch. It just, as I said to you, it's really, really important. So it just feels great to get your foot massage, obviously. And of course, we're stimulating the reflex points. And now you put on your lubricant. And I'm just doing sort of a combination of massage while spreading the lubricant for the hot stones. Just work all around there. So basically the point is to make it feel nice and at the same time spread the lubricant. And again, just make it feel really nice. Soft fist going down the foot. So, of course, they're already just feeling amazing. They haven't even got the hot stones yet. Boy, are they in for a treat. We're letting them wait. Okay, so now I'll keep one hand on the foot while I grab the hot stones. And one on top of the foot, one on the bottom. And what we're doing just is nice, the flats of the stones, up and back. Just a nice, gentle sort of introductory motion with the hot stones. Now I'm doing some circling. Same thing, top and bottom of the foot as you can see, but doing some nice circles. Again, just nice, lovely, broad, just like you do with massage. You do broad strokes first, effleurage type strokes. You don't go straight in with your elbows, and same with reflexology. You're not going to go straight in doing deep pressure point work. Now just bring that around the arch. With my left hand, the back hand, has got the hot stone resting on the top of their foot. So they're getting that beautiful heat as well. And now I'm doing just some nice holds. So this is over the solar plexus and the top of the foot. So beautiful, deep, relaxing heat into the solar plexus. Slightly coming down more. And a third position. So we're just doing these lovely rest periods. Now, okay, so once again, just below both ankles on the heels, over reproductive area, or areas. So just putting in beautiful therapeutic heat. Now, going from there, just doing some circles, and we're going to go up over that medial arch. Again, for reflexology, we're going over bladder, spine, lower back, upper back, as we work our way through. Otherwise known as a spinal twist in reflexology as we go around. And again, in reflexology terms, we're putting heat through, through all the internal organs and spine. And now I'm doing the opposite foot. So the right hand, it's got the hot stone resting on the inner heel. And now we're putting heat across the top of the foot. And now we're doing a nice little alternating stroke, I guess. So again, these are guidelines. You make it your own, as I say. You want to make this your own organic, but this will give you a guide. You can start with this and then go from there. And now we've put in that beautiful therapeutic heat. Absolutely gorgeous. And now we're going to use, see the way I double up my thumbs here. Now, reflexologists, if you want to do some thumb walking, by all means. Right, do some nice massage here, soft fists, double up thumbs. And you notice throughout the course here, I'll double up my thumbs, or at least have them side by side pressing against each other. They're always supported. And so now we've got the heat, the hands, the thumbs. It's a beautiful way to start. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just use the hot stones and start working the diaphragm. So solar plexus diaphragm, you can see we're just pressing. I say press, they're not pressed, they're holds, really. They're not pressing with a lot of pressure. And just doing that, and then we're going to just do some work with our fists here. Again, you can do your thumb walking. I'm just showing you lots of different techniques. And just pressing the hot stones right in the middle of the solar plexus area. So this is incredibly calming. We do this in reflexology, for those of you who don't know, to decrease the, to get the body calmed into the parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest mode. So that's why we want to do this. Get out of sympathetic mode into parasympathetic. So I'm just using one of these small stones here to show you how we can do this using hot stones. Really lovely, just folding the top of the foot over there. And just coming down the other side, just swapping hands so you can see the camera there. You don't have to swap hands. So I just wanted to show you what you do with the small stone there. And of course you could do your thumb pressure work in between doing this. Like what I would do is would do this like I did with the soft fists, then do that, and then do some work with my thumbs and fingers. Just combine it again. So I just want to show you, if you don't have any small stones, you could use this big stone, or you might have a preference to use big stones. So I just want to again show you options. Once again, as we fold that over, in normal reflexology, we'll fold that over our thumb. Replace that stone would be our thumb, commonly. As I say, so this is solar plexus diaphragm area. It's all about calming the system, so really relaxing your client. And of course, with the added therapeutic heat, it's even more beneficial with the hot stone reflexology. So just working our way across there. And once again, just putting this beautiful heat in there as well. It's just super relaxing, really calming the nervous system, the autonomic nervous system. And there's your solar plexus and diaphragm. Okay, now it's time to look at the spine here. So once again, I'm going to show you lots of different ways to, again, combining it with both massage skills and also with your hot rocks, your hot stones. So because the spine's such a big area on that inner arch there, I'm going to do some nice work through here. So now you can see that I'm using my knuckles there, supported my thumb. See my thumbs on the bottom of the foot there, making it stable. So a combination of soft fist and just using your knuckles there. And so we're just working through that area through there. Now look at my left thumb. See how I snuck that in there? I slid my left thumb, repeat it if you go back if you need to see that. So it gives a beautiful grip. I slide my left thumb between the big toe and the second toe. So again, I'm just doing some nice general work here as we work around the lower back area, back into the reproductive area, all along lower back, upper back, right up to the neck here. We're going to work it extensively. But again, because we're early into the session, what I want to do is do some broad strokes. So this is another nice brush. Now see the way I'm using the edge of, so we started off with, you can see this as I explained. We started off with flat stones, and now I'm using a pulling technique with the edge there. So that gets a bit deeper into it now. Obviously, if it was just flat, it's a lot broader. So now we're just working. So what I'm doing is working the whole sole. I know, reflexologists, that I'm not right on the spine at the moment, but what I want to do is cover the whole foot. Really get the whole foot feeling like it's all been treated. So nothing's getting, you don't want to, it's a bit like getting a massage. If you come in with a stiff back, you don't want to have, 30 minutes on the legs and feet, and they go, oh, God, I've been waiting for my back for 30 minutes. I wish I'd start my back. Same thing with the feet. I want to just give the whole foot some love, and then we can get more specific. So now we're on the spinal area, and again, so what you won't see here is when the stones start to cool down, I just grab another hot stone. If they cool down, just grab another one. So once again, I'm using a circular pulling technique with the edge of the stone. So it's a deeper technique as we work along the spine there. So you could repeat that. I just did that once, but you could repeat that 2, 3, 4 times. And now what I'm doing here, I've brought in a smaller stone. I'm going to do more specific work. So coming up around that neck area there, just working right at the base of that big toe. You see I've got the grip on the big toe there, so it's well supported. And now I'm just doing some pushing and pulling techniques, really working that cervical spine, neck muscles. So now we're getting more specific. Upper back area here. So of course, if someone came in to see you and they've got specific upper back tension, who hasn't, and neck tension, stiffness, pain, then you'd give it more work up that area. So now you can see what I'm doing is doing a pushing technique, going across the heel here, reproductive area there. So doing a pushing sort of across the spine, if you will. Sort of across and up. You see that there? So this, of course, is a deeper technique. When we're using a pushing technique, it's deeper than a pulling technique. So remember, as I said to you earlier in the course, making sure that it's okay for your client as you start to do deeper techniques. So now I'm using the more rounded end there, doing some more pressure point work there. It's little circles, working along. Just to give you an understanding. Now, of course, if you don't have one of these type of shaped stones, then your smaller stones will work fine. Your bigger stones will be okay, no problems at all. See, I've got my thumb on the left hand there, just helping with guidance and making sure it's all nice and stable. So just working, make sure all along the spine there. And of course, this feels absolutely fantastic. The heat going in. You can imagine how therapeutic this is with the heat going to the spine. Someone's got lower back pain, putting this heat into the lower back area. And now I'm just using the side of that stone there, just showing you a broader, so that's nice after the deep work to do a nice little broad stroke. Just like you would in massage. If you did some pressure point work, some acupressure, then you'd mix it up by using some broad stuff. Here's another nice pushing technique here. Again, just showing you different techniques that you could use. Find your favorites, get your feedback, find out what people love. As you can see, this, oh man, I like that myself. This is what I like. And now I've got a bigger stone, so the small ones are obviously going to cool down a lot more quickly. Got a nice warm stone here and just working that. Again, if I like it to massage, we've started the effleurage, then we did our deeper techniques, and then finishing off with some more broad techniques. Now, once again, giving the foot some beautiful massage. Again, you could thumb walk by all means. And there you have it. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, you can comment below, and also your resources. I've got fantastic deals with bundles of my online courses, whether it's aromatherapy, whether it's massage. You can have a look at that, and if you're interested, you can go along, click the links, and see if that's something you'd like to do.